Okay, so the area we're looking at today is called area. You've done area before, but just a little reminder. If you had to look at this picture here that we've got of the bathroom, and somebody wanted to know what was the square meterage for the tile. So remember, when we did perimeter, it was like we were walking around the oval, and we were walking and walking and walking and walking, and we counted that distance. Now, when you're talking about area, you're talking about all of the inside. Okay, so that's what your difference is. And you measure it in square units. So whether it's millimeters, it will be millimeters squared, or whether it's centimeters, kilometers, it's got a little 2 on it. So it will look like that, meters squared with a little 2 on it. All right, let's move up here. Over here, you can see we've got a millimeter squared. So it means that it's a millimeter that way, a millimeter that way, a millimeter that way, and a millimeter that way. Okay, and can you see how you've written it with a squared? So basically, it's 1 millimeter in length and 1 millimeter in width, and it gives you 1 millimeter squared. Here we've got a square centimeter, exactly the same thing. 1 centimeter there, 1 centimeter there, 1 centimeter there, 1 centimeter there, which gives you 1 centimeter squared. All right. If we look at a block like this, we can see that this rectangle has got a length. So length is going to be your long part. Okay. It's got a length of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it's got a width. And these are the two main areas we look at when we're doing area. Your length and your width. So it's got a width of 1, 2, 3. Okay, and in order to work out what the area is, you're going to multiply your length times your width. So you're going to say 6 times 3 will give you 18, and you can say, if that was centimeters, you would say 18 centimeters squared. So you're multiplying your length times your width, and that's basically what you have to remember for this. If we look over here, we have a rectangle, and you can see that you've got an L and you've got a W. You've got 2 lines there and 2 lines there, which means this line and this line are the same, and the two opposite each other here are the same. Okay, and it says area is equal to LW, which means it's L times W. So whatever your length is multiplied by your width will give you your area, and that's a rectangle because your length and your width are different. If you look at a square, they're all identical. So they've got L squared. So you would only have to look at one area. And if that was 4, you would square that. So 4 times 4 would give you 16. And then you would know it was 16 meters squared or whatever it is. So area of a square, you can say, if you want to, you can go 4 plus 4. 4 times 4. You could say 4 times 4, which is your length times your width. It's still correct, and you will still get the same answer. Or you can say that just one side and square it, and you'll get the same answer. Okay, let's go to the next page. All right, let's do an example here. So this is a rectangle. We've got 7 centimeters, and we've got 5 centimeters. So we know we've got to do our now. This is how I want you to put it, set it out for me, please. Is I want you to go 7 times 5. So I can see that you're multiplying those. Is 35. Then you look, oh, it's centimeters and it's squared. Okay, so that would give me the answer for that one. If we move down and look at this one, we've got 5.2 centimeters, and that's the only measurement they've given us because all of these are the same. So you could either go 5.2 squared, and if we get our calculator out, I'll put my calculator on, 5.2 squared will give me 27.04. Let's move this over a little bit, which will give you, what is that, centimeters squared. Or you could have said 5.2 times 5.2, because you did that times that, and you would get the same answer. 5.2 times 5.2 gives you 27.04. And don't forget to put in your centimeters squared, because otherwise you're not going to get a mark for it, okay? got to show me that you know what that is. And that's about it. So I want you to go ahead and do 6.3, please.